look what I found in my closet. I'm a Canon lover, so I kept all my cameras, even the old one. This is 550, they belonged to 14 years ago. And well, so far I have it. In my previous review, I had kind of a review on my 5D Mark III, which was one of the golden camera of Canon series, which can be work very perfectly in 2024. And now I'm gonna go and test on 550D. Let's see how it works. This camera released in 2010, almost 14 years ago. So I'm not here to make a review on this because I just want to see how the actual technology promote or develop itself during these 14 years, from this to Canon R5, which I have it. This camera got 18 megapixel and it got 6 points autofocusing. It can record only 1080, and so I'm not talking about the other functions, that stabilizer, because it doesn't have it. Autofocusing is not working very well. I just want to check how the technology developed, and so we're gonna go and check it in photography or radiography, and we're gonna check the results together. For this test, I'm using 50mm lenses both on my cameras. RF lens 50mm f1.8 on my Canon R5, and on my 550D camera I'm using 50mm EF lens f1.4. First of all, we're gonna go and check some photos, and then we will go for some videos. Well, so far I have to say it's so inconvenient working with it, because after working with all these new technologies, I try to autofocusing, and then I remember it doesn't work. Then all the photos or images is somehow blurry, and it's somehow inconvenient. So I think it's better I do some videography also with this, and we will see how it works in videography. was so weird working with this camera in 2024. Wow, technology made it everything so easy for us. I mean, working with this old flap, everything's there. I just have to take the, shots. But with this one, it was so complicated. I can say it was so hard to work with. But believe me, when I'm thinking about the old photographers in the past, how gorgeous photos they could shoot, I can say, I mean, without technology there, they were using their mind, all their abilities, all their capabilities to make these nice photos or even the videos. But well, so far in these years, we are just using the technology to do the great shots, and then even we get these shots into the PC for editing or any other, touches. Well, let's go to the studio and we see the shots together in my PC. Well, I have done this test and I can admit that it was a very difficult test for me. It was actually kind of a surprise or shocking for me that I was working with this camera before and I could see a lot of good shots before with this camera, but when I was working with it just yesterday trying to do this review, it was so difficult for me to handle it because this technology, I think, made me or many of us so lazy. We just rely on our camera functions. So we are not trying to use our capability or creativity or even our skills to make those beautiful shots that we were taking before. So I can tell you that many of these photos that I got yesterday, that I took yesterday, were unfocused, even though I was trying very hard, even the video that I got. So I can admit that technology got two faces, positive and negative. Positive face of the technology, of course, it makes the life so easier for us. For example, with these new cameras, we don't need to make any efforts. It is all there. So all the functions we need are there. We just have to take the shots. But with the negative face of technology, I can say we will use very soon all of our skills or creativity, and it makes us so lazy. Very well, I want to show you some of the shots I got, then we will come back and we will make the conclusion. Here I have all the shots that I took yesterday with this old camera 550D, and let's check them all together. The photos I took yesterday was on autofocusing, and you cannot rely on autofocusing at all, because when I was checking the photos in the monitor of the camera, they were actually good. They were focused in the monitor, but when I came into the PC and I checked them here, as you see, most of them are unfocused. So you cannot rely on autofocusing. You have to go with the manual focusing. And manual focusing in this camera, it was so hard to handle. I tried some of the shots with it, but well, as far as I actually get used to working with my new camera, I can say that was a big headache or big job for me to use my manual focusing function. This is a video I took yesterday. As you see, it's not focused at all. Then I tried with the other video. This is focused, but lighting and shadowing is not acceptable, I think. So let's go with the other shots that I took. Well, that's a close-up, unfocused, again unfocused. Well, they're not clean and clear. All of them need to be edited. And I can say autofocusing was not working properly in this old camera. always saw the shots. They were so disappointing. I know that. Well, as a result, working with this camera is not acceptable or not recommended right now. But if you have a low budget like $100 or maximum $150 and you want to challenge your skills, then maybe you can go with this camera. But if I were you, I could add like $50 on it on my budget, and I can go with 650D, which is maybe better than this camera. Well, I just keep it in my collection. I don't want to get rid of it. I want to see how these cameras from the Canon series develop and how we're gonna actually adjust our capability or creativity with this new technology. So I hope you like this review or like this video. Please subscribe to my channel and encourage me for more videos like this. Until my next video, see you later.